How many hours did you spend pulling inspo this week? I did it in just one prompt with 0 screenshots. Let's take a step back. The process for pulling inspo used to mean that I would go into Mobbin, figure out the right query, take screenshots, then pull my screenshots into Claude Code, and then ask Claude Code to come up with a wireframe based on those screenshots. Now, I prompt Mobbin MCP directly in Claude Code, so it pulls inspo based on the context of the product that I'm working on. I can land on a direction way faster and build a wireframe from there. Literally hours of work gone. And I want to tell you that what I'm not doing is I'm not removing the inspo step. If you're leading product or design, you already know inspo is still really, really important, and the MCP is really just speeding that up. And stick around, I'm going to show you the final wireframe that I used based on the direction and the inspo that I found from the Mobbin MCP. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm going to share my screen, and the first thing we want to do is install the Mobbin MCP. So I'll put this link in the description, but you can go to Mobbin MCP and click install MCP. I'm using Claude Code right now, so you can choose which one you want. So to register, first I'm going to copy. And first let's open Claude. Perfect. So I'm in my project. I'm going to paste. Okay, so it looks like it's installed. Next thing is, let's talk about the project that we want to work on. So I'm going to start my server. I am in cal.com, which is an open source platform that I use for all of my projects. And we're going to build a feature, but this time, instead of going and pulling inspo, I usually go to Mobbin to pull my inspo. I'm actually going to use Claude Code, tell it what I'm looking for, and then it's going to pull the inspo for me. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's go to the server. Okay, perfect. So now we're in. So what the feature I want to work on is actually this page. I think when we come here, the feedback that I have when I'm looking at it is there's the layout of these cards in a vertical scroll with all of this extra space feels like a waste of space. So I want to rethink other options for how to design it. So first, let's open a branch. Let's call it public page view. So now let's go back here. Let's ask Mobbin MCP. I want to rethink the design of the view public page. See attached screenshot here. Go and find this page. I would like to consolidate how we view the different calendars in a way that's easier to see, more friendly, and overall a more delightful experience. Can you use the Mobbin MCP, and can you find examples of inspo that I could use? And can you also make sure that when you share your suggestions that you're giving links to each example so I can click through and look at it myself? So what I want to do is I want to ask Mobbin to help me, and I want to give the context, and I want it to actually see the code base and read the page that I'm on. And then I also want it to give examples. So something when I first started using the Mobbin MCP, it would be like, oh, from Airbnb, it says to use this cool design, but it doesn't actually show it to me in word visual, right? So in this inspo phase, the way to make it faster is it's pulling this inspo, but I actually want to see it. So that's why I asked, also send me those examples. And if it's your first time using the Mobbin MCP, it might ask you to verify. You do need a paid account on Mobbin as well to use it. I use Mobbin as my inspo tool. It's been my go-to. So I find it very useful, and I have the pro subscription. So this was an easy navigation from going actually into Mobbin to actually being able to search and use my MCP directly in Claude Code. Okay, it's going to ask me 3 questions to narrow down before it commits on a direction. Which design direction resonates most for the redesign? Richer cards, same flat layout, marketplace rows with right-hand aligned CTAs, 2 columns with sticky side panels. Okay, so I actually want to see. Oh, this is, let's do the personal page for right now, because that's the one I was looking at, that's the one I was using. It's great that it's also telling me the additional pages that have like a similar variant to it. What adventures can we get with imagery? Okay, how adventurous can we get with imagery? Say text only, add an icon emoji. Okay, I don't think I want to do a cover image. I don't think that's the cal.com way. But I do like the idea of maybe a simple icon. And while this is running, I do want to say that I am currently taking on workshops. So if you and your team are looking to figure out how to do this design to code workflow, I am currently going in, auditing your process and helping you come up with a playbook that you guys can use to actually go from inspo to design to code to actually handing off designs and front end to engineers. There's a link in the description if you want to learn more. While this is running, I do also want to talk about the value of pulling inspo. I think a lot of process with design to code workflow is we feel like we can speed things up, we can see things, so we kind of forget to do some of those inspo discovery wireframe parts of the design process. I'm finding it more important than ever to do this step because it actually allows me to see different ideas and come up with different concepts like I used to do in my old process, and it's just streamlining and making it way quicker, but I'm not losing those step processes because I think that's why we're hired as designers, why you guys non-designers are looking for designers, is because we understand the UX, the UI. We're doing that full design process. We can just do it in a consolidated period of time. Okay, so let's take a look. It looks like it's come up with some options for me. Okay, so so it's actually telling me the scope, okay, where it lives, perfect. And then direction, richer cards. So keep the single column, but give each row a leading icon, inspiration. So let's take a look at some of this inspo. Ooh, no, I don't like this. Let's see. Oh, it's actually pulling from its own cal.com. That's so funny. Yes, that's what it currently is. Okay, so we already have these down. Let's see. It says marketplace rows with right aligned action. Time to book. So this has more content here, so it looks better, right? So if we look at what we currently have, this, I do like the time to book. I think it's dividing the space a little bit better. Okay, just like a different layout. 2 column with sticky side panel. Let's see. We keep seeing this one over and over. So it's pulled contra like multiple times. Let's look at Fiverr. I don't like that. This one's kind of nice with an image there. Let's see. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we went there. Categorize group event types into sections. Okay, let's see what it means. Oh, time to book again. Okay, it keeps pulling the same ones. Okay, so this is like a sidebar. Interesting, but I don't really like it. Okay, this is a nicer way. Downstream. It keeps pulling its own. I'm going to tell it, why are you pulling cal.com as an example? Okay, so I actually want to chat with it a little bit more. No, I don't like these. I want to rethink how the cards show up. Thinking, what if we show multiple cards versus single line cards? You also mention, you also show cal.com in many examples, but that is what we are working on. Let's see if it can get this right. So I like that it is pulling ideas. I do think that I probably should have given it some more context. What I've done in the past, I usually have probably gone a little bit deeper. So let's see if I can get some more grid multi-card layouts. Okay, so it looks like it came back. Let's see what this next option is. Okay, variant 1 service menu grid. Okay, so kind of like this. That makes sense. I kind of like this service menu 2 column. Yeah, like I think this makes more sense. I like variant 1. Okay, let's see what variant 2 image illustration forward grid. Yeah, something like this. This is a little outside of the design that we're going for. We don't have images like this. Okay, it's all pulling images. Okay, variant 3, 2 columns with left profile rail. Let's see. I see something like this. this is actually interesting. I think it's a great use of the space. Okay, this is option. I really actually like the fiber profile rail. Banner section. Okay, it's going to be a top banner, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think this is not cal.com. I don't need a top banner. Can look at one more. Okay. Bold image forward. I definitely don't think this is our direction. Yeah, definitely not variant 5. So what I would like to move forward with is I really like this idea of variant 2, especially this example. So first, before I go into the design, I still want to like wireframe it out. I want to see how it looks and feels before I'm like, oh yes, absolutely. Let's do a wireframe. Okay. Oh, interesting. Where should I build this wireframe? Paper, Figma, HTML mockup in the repo. Let's do an HTML mockup in the repo for now. What fidelity? Low fidelity. Let's do mid-fi. So see how instead of the old way where I would go into Mobbin, I would search. We can actually do this right now. Like I would go into Mobbin, my old way, grid for cards layout, something like that. Make sure I'm in web. And then I would usually just look grid for booking times. And see, then I'd have to go back and forth. And I would keep going back and forth and trying to figure out the right search on the web. And then I would kind of go back and forth. See where it is here. Okay, building out the page. Okay, so then I would have, okay, this is the layout with the calendar. See, and then I'd be like, oh wait, this isn't what I want. So then I'd have to go back and say, how did I actually define it here? Maybe we should go back my very first iteration. But it can't actually get the context of the page, right? So it doesn't know the page that I'm referring to. Booking. Okay, probably something more. Some of this, okay. And then I would go and I would take screenshots. Oh, some of this isn't good. See events page. Okay, yeah, here's probably more. Something like this. So I'd be like, oh, this is interesting. And I'd click it and I'd take a screenshot and then I'd feed it into the AI and go back and forth. So this has really streamlined my inspo process. I'm still doing the deep inspo research. It's just pulling that instead of me having to manually go in and search different things and take screenshots. Okay, let's see where we are here. It's going to create this wireframe. Let's see what happens. And so I think, yeah, the value of Mobbin MCP, I'm really loving it, exploring. Clearly, you have to do back and forth like you do with any design to code. But I feel like it got me really close to understanding inspo. Oh, so fun. Okay, this is definitely not cal.com. But I actually really like this layout. It doesn't feel like a wireframe. Okay, so I'm basically saying this is too hi-fi. Even though it told me a mid-fi, this doesn't feel mid-fi to me. It's also dark mode, which isn't pulling up cal.com's design system at all. So I would really like to go back to just boxes. But what I will say is I do feel like let me go back here. If we go back to, here we go, this screen, and this is how you see the current events. I do think something where it's these boxes here is a nice upgrade where a user feels more understanding of the types of events there are. It feels easier to read overall. So let's see if we can get a more simple version. There we go. This is better. Okay. Lo-fi wireframe variant 3. I like this. I think this is now something I can go in. I'd probably want a little bit more high def. And I like that it's leaving the icon here. So I'm asking it to pull some actual content so that I can actually share this with my team. And I'd be like, hey, this is an option. And also what's really great about design to code is I can spin up another option. So if there was another one that I really loved and I wanted to go with, I could easily spin up a second one and then I could put it in front of the user. So this is just really speeding up that whole process overall. So I just have to accept edits on. I forgot that I was in planning mode, but accept edits on means I don't have to keep saying yes, 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 enter. It does it. It auto accepts things. It's been a game changer for being able to move quicker when you're designing to code. Okay, let's take a look at the final. Okay, so it has some more information. Zoom in-person meetings, daily events, tennis class. I like this. 10 options. I'm going to send this to my team. So this was a tutorial on how to use the Mobbin MCP. I have added this to my toolbox. It's something that me and my team are using regularly. I hope you start using it. I think it's going to add a lot of value in that inspo phase. And if you found this content useful, please like and subscribe below. I'm putting out content weekly on how product teams can ship faster with AI. I'll see you in the next one.